Good morning, everybody. Okay, let's just check we've got everything set up nicely for you. Move that forward a little. Let's have a look. There we go, just get everything in place so you can see properly. Hopefully you can hear okay. Look, yep, that looks fine. Alright, I shall sit myself down. Good morning, Julie. Get myself comfy. There we go. I do like your new setup, Julie. Good morning, Pat. Hello, Kim. Hi, Donna. Donna, I love your new space. Absolutely gorgeous.
I'm just saying that.
Good morning, Debbie. Hello, Jane. Your new desk looks brilliant. Not sure I can be trusted with a desk that goes up and down though. So, as you can see, today we are delving into a couple of new things, which I hope you shall all enjoy. Hello, Jill. There we go. We've got Brian over the other side there.
Hiya.
Keeping an eye on everything.
I'm keeping an eye on making sure Julie and Donna behave themselves.
There we go. Brilliant. So we'll just have a quick look at what we're heading for today. So we're going to make a version of this card. Hi, Joe. Hello, Vanessa. Let's forward a little bit. Give it a little wiggle. See how nice and shiny that is. So we're going to link in the Foilables, which we did from the last live. And then I'm also going to show how we can foil with our stamps as well. And there's a little introduction into the world of brushos or watercolour powder. Brushos is an actual brand, but most people just tend to call it all brushos. But yes, they're powdered watercolour paints and they're amazing. So that's what we're heading for. I've got one ready in a slightly different colour. But that's the beauty, you can do whatever you like. There we go, so that's the card. Let's pop this over here. Let's put that up. So today I'm going to be using the colour glows from 13 Arts. Now where we got these from don't actually stock them anymore, but I would suggest you check with your usual supplier and see who's got them, or the usual crafty places, because they're really nice and they are shiny. Let me take the lid off this one. They've got mica in them as well. They're gorgeous. I don't know if we'll be able to see this or not. Bring this up. There we go. So as you can see, it's literally powdered watercolour paint. But these ones have got the beautiful shimmer to them as well. So I've got 3 colours in those to start us off with. just got some examples here of other things you can foil. Pixie powders. Ah, are they? Yeah, I've never used them myself, but I think so. There's also another brand from Lindy's gang that do powders. I definitely know that you can get Brushos from Amazon. Hi Maxine. Hello Dee. So yeah, I just wanted a couple more examples to show you with how you can use your stamps and Brushos together.
Do all watercolour crystals, my girl.
Yeah. There we go. So let's bring in what I'm going to be using. So today I'm going to be using the mandala stamp. It is this one here. Let's take this out ready. There we go. Hello Gail. Yes, that's the one, Joe. They're brilliant, aren't they? I haven't tried them yet, but they always look gorgeous when I see them being demoed. There you go. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, Kim.
That's a brilliant choice. On the side, so we got, this is well loved, the mandala stamp. It's one of my absolute favourites. I love this one. This one's still available. Now, when you're trying hot foiling with your stamps, you need something that's not too fussy, something with well-defined lines. I found, might not be the same with everyone, but I found using the bonding powder, because it obviously expands when you heat it, some stamps will blur and almost join together, but try it and see. So that's the stamp we're going to be using. I've got some of my scraps of the fab foil to use as well. We're going to be using the Assorted Sentiments 3. We'll be using the Happy Birthday. These are fantastic. I love these. Got some of the Glossy's Glitter Dots in the Sugar Berries, which I absolutely adore as well. I'm going to be using the Glitter Gold for the main foiling because this is my ultimate favourite. This is gorgeous. And we need more glitter foils, I think. Sets of those. There we go. We'll be using Dragon's All-Purpose Card for constructing the card and using, because it's got that nice weight to it and nice structure for using water on. So this is ideal. I'll be using a 15 by 15 card blank, and like I said, we've got the Wow embossing pad, bonding powder and the foils. Then there's the powders that we've had a look at. I'm going to be using some fine washi tape. If you don't want the stripy effect in the background, that's fine, just go with a plain watercolour background. I've got a few examples of those to show you later as well. So you're also going to need a stamp flap form, an anti-static mag, you need a trimmer, scissors, usual glue, water spray, a small fan brush I have found is great for applying the powders.
A cuddly toy.
Yeah, one of them as well. A stencil brush, some kitchen towel, heat tool, I'll be using the laminator again, and as always some copy paper. And then because I've 3D'd everything, I'll be using corrugated card, but if you like using your foam pads, just use those as well. So let's make a start. So you'll want to cut 2 pieces of the card to 12 by 12. One we're going to leave plain, and then one we're going to make the pattern on. But like I said, hi Pam, if you'd like to keep both plain, that's fine. I just thought that it would be a different technique to see. You can see that you can mask things off and then put the powders across the top. Okay, I've got some thin washi tape, and what I've already done, because it is quite sticky, I've just rubbed it across my trousers a few times just to take some of the sticky off, so that when we come to pull it back off, it's not going to take the paper off so much. So we're just going to create a little design. There we go. Make up your own pattern. This away. Usually go with about 5 strips. Just try and create a little bit of interest across the Easy Lift tape. I'm not sure about that one, because it's designed to actually stick things in place, isn't it? Because I've got some of the, yeah, you could try it and see on a small piece. It depends if we're thinking of the same thing or not. Okay, so let's move that down there. If you've got washi tape, use it. The low tack tape obviously is ideal, but you would need to make it finer, to cut it and make it thinner, which would be a bit of a faff. But as I say, you don't have to do this at all, or you could cut some of the basket sheets. You could do die cuts and do the same thing, so you could have flowers on here, or circles, or whatever shape you like, really, to mask it off. Okay, so let's go with the fun bit. Now, I've prepared one with pink and blue, and the card I made was the pink and yellow. So if we go for the yellow and blue, so just got this small fan brush, and we're just gonna dip that in just a little bit and tap it across like so. All across the top. Doesn't look like you're doing a whole lot, but when we add the water, it gets exciting. Hello, Elizabeth. Okay, so we'll see how we get on with that. You can always add more. Low tack, yes, yeah. If it's just because you need something that's quite thin. Now, the blues are always really powerful in strength, so we want to go a little bit more gently with the blue. If you're worried about getting any of these on your fingers, you can always wear some gloves. They do wash off, but I did end up going to Asda last week with blue hands. Okay, then we can bring this up with a little water spray. Start coming in. And there we go. I'll move my hand out of the way in a minute. And as you can see, the colour is literally exploding. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? It's amazing. I love doing this. Bring it in. Then you can decide if you want any more. So I think we'll come in with a little bit more yellow. Just where we've got some little bits of white showing. Doesn't matter, of course. And it doesn't matter if we get anything that bleeds a little bit either. It all adds to an interesting background. And I'll show you on the finished ones the beautiful shimmer that you get with these. So, there we go. So, I'm going to move this out of the way. Just pick this up gently. And then you want to leave this somewhere flat to dry.
Don't heat set it. It looks better if you
Yeah,
that
definitely don't heat set it. It goes, it almost burns it. I'll show you that now. And then I'll show you what they look like when they're dried. So that's one. We want the background to be quite a strong one. Let's just give this a little wipe up before we do the next one.
Did you see your phone?
Yeah. So, and we've got some nice kitchen towel mop up there as well later. Let's bring in our other sheet, 12 by 12, and we're going to do exactly the same. Gently sprinkle this all over. I'm going to put the lids back on. Yeah, I think the masket would be brilliant actually. Don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place. It probably would have been easier. Just put a load through your trimmer and you've got whatever you like then, haven't you?
Or
The washi tape was sitting there looking at me. I thought, ah. Right, let's see what we've got with that. Good morning, Caroline. Bring the water in. I want to get a little bit more flow going with this one. There you go. Isn't that amazing? Every time I do this, it still amazes me. And it's the same with all of the powders really. This piece will be the one that will eventually be stamped onto, so we want something a little bit more muted but that still goes and coordinates with the background. So you can either leave it like it is, or as Brian just said, which I'm about to do. The pigments are the 13 Arts Colour Glow Metallic Watercolour paint powders. But you can use the Brushos brand, and Kim put a comment on earlier with a whole load of them listed, so there are quite a few brands out there which do these. If you want to dull it down a little bit more, we can pick some of this up and you get a beautiful muted traditional watercolor background. When you start doing this is when you end up with coloured fingers, so I mean, I don't mind, but if that worries you, then get some gloves. So there we go, and that's that one. Okay. Yes, these ones do have mica in them. There we go, and you will see that even though I've mopped that up, you've still got that beautiful shine across it. Okay, and again, leave that to dry naturally. If the card, as always, goes a little bit wobbly, just pop it under something heavy for a little while and that will be fine. So I'm just going to hand this to Brian so he can pop it in the windowsill and I won't put my arm in it or anything stupid. Okay, and then we've got a nice bit of mop up there as well. So let's give this a wipe down. They are strong, so there we go. They're so chock full of beautiful pigment. Okay, let's move on to the next part. You would want to give your little brush a wash as well because it picks up on the pigment so easily and you wouldn't want it to transfer to anything else. Okay, so where's the bits I've already got done? They're here. This is the one I prepared with the washi tape, as you can see, completely different colours. Hi Lynn! So we're going to carefully remove the tape. Did this a couple of days ago, so it is taking itself off anyway. Gently remove this away. It's come off in one. There we go. Like I said, you don't have to do the masking if you don't want to. It would look just as cool if it was completely covered. It was just a different technique really to show you. And then what I like to do is just to get a brush, stencil brush or an old paintbrush or something, go over the top, take off any of the, you might find the sort of lumpy cloggy bits, just go over, dry piece of towel, take that off, there we go, hopefully you can see that, it's got that beautiful shimmer to it. So. And then this was the plainer piece I did, so just gonna take any bits off. This is especially important if you're going to be stamping over the top of it because you want it to obviously adhere to the card and not come off with any loose bits of powder. There we go. Thank you. If you use brushes, they are just plain watercolor pigments. They don't have that shine to them. Let's just wipe this across. Okay, so we leave this to one side for the moment. That's our background done. And now we're going to come on to foiling. So I've got my stamp platform. You can just use an acrylic block, of course. Pop this down in here. I'm now down to only 2 magnets because they've broken on me. Just going to pop this in the middle. If you wanted to stamp anything else out on here, obviously use your space. But I just wanted to give it enough room to manoeuvre and put it in a nice part of the pattern and that.
Julie's going to try and find something.
Infusion.
Good luck with that, Julie. Got to find the paper artsy infusion.
We are still going through our craft room and it's amazing what you find. You completely forgot what on earth you've done with things. Okay, so I'm going to take my magical anti-static bag, which is my trainer liner, filled with talc. Give that a nice wipe over. That bit of card has had quite a lot going on with it. There we go, let's move that out of the way. Then we'll get the embossing pad. We'll give that a good ink up. I re-inked this yesterday evening, so it's going to be nice and juicy. That's it. And press this down as usual. Nice even pressure all over. Pick up all those gorgeous details. I do love this stamp.
It is a lovely stamp. You forget what stamps we've got.
Yes.
Don't we?
It is Scarlet. Actually, yeah, brushos are brilliant for creating things like that because you can get the flow, and it's organic because you never quite know where it's gonna go. So you can create something that you've made but you haven't had complete input into, which is more like nature. Okay.
Does its whole thing, doesn't it?
So let's move that. So for anything, you know, backgrounds and skies and landscapes, it's ideal. Okay, I'm using the bonding powder, so let's just bring that in to pick it up. So you definitely need the bonding powder to use if you're going to foil anything. So just like with embossing powders, I'm going to go over the whole thing. Give that a little wiggle over the surface so it picks up everything. Tap that off. I also like the backs as well. Quite arty. There we go. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's picked up the pattern. Let's get this powder back in. Don't want that in there. This just means that if you want to, you can now coordinate your stamps with your foilables and bring them all in together because they're all so gorgeous.
Oh, what did you stamp it with?
It's the Wow embossing pad. And then over with the bonding powder. There we go. So let's heat this up now. Exactly the same. Warm up a little bit. Going from underneath as usual. Bonding powder takes a little more time than embossing powder. But you will see it goes to shiny and raised, a little bit like the clear. The beauty of this is that it is sticky. The way around. It's quite thick card this as well. I always try and go from underneath because I don't want the powder to be blown away. going to blow any of the powder off of the design. Once I think that most of it is set, I can bring it back down and just go over the top gently, just to make sure we've got everything. That's it. So,
you haven't used gilded flakes on this Barbie yet, have you?
I think you probably could. I have actually used mica powders with this,
Okay.
but it might be worth a go.
So gilded flakes.
Yeah, I will just ask Brian kindly if he could switch the laminator on. We'll wait for that to heat up. Got some bits I can show you in the meantime. Hopefully you can see that shining away. I don't use gilding flakes that often, I have to admit. Switch that on. There we go. So we'll wait for that to heat up. We can pop that to one side. So we're going to be foiling that, and we're going to be foiling a happy birthday. So move the powders out of the way. Done with those. So whilst that's heating, like I said, I had some other backgrounds. Give it a go, Jackie. Now the butterfly, Hazel's butterfly, works beautifully with the foil because it's got those strong lines in it. So I did have some brusho backgrounds, and these I actually foiled with some scraps first, and then a full piece on top to pick up the bits that had missed, so you get a sort of a red and pinky glow to it. And then one in this one, same, different colour underneath, but this is great. And this foil on top is one of the satin, so the satin isn't as shiny obviously as the foil. Ah, that sounds interesting, Kim. Yes, yeah, Donna. I guess they bought it out with the foils so that you can do your own foiling with stamps and bits and bobs as well. And I found these before as well. These are just plain backgrounds I did a little while ago, which I've completely forgotten about, but now I've found them, I'll be able to use them. They have, haven't they, Julie? So we've just got some different colours. This is just the brushos. I mean, these are fab for stamping on, for flowers, die cutting and bits and pieces, as well as backgrounds and adding to. It's a lovely base to start working from. The butterfly does work beautifully. I was going to use that first, but I know that I've used the butterfly quite a lot. So I thought, I better try something else as well. So I went for the mandala, because that's a strong design. And I think this was turquoise and ultramarine, this one. The other one was yellow and lemon, I believe. I can remember. It's quite a while since I did these. And this one is just light brown, but I don't know if you can see, you've got all those other colours within the pigments as well. The blue is gorgeous, isn't it? What's that? Yes, try them again, Julie, definitely. Yes, it would, wouldn't it? too. Okay, and this is just black. Or was it grey?
Black.
But as you can see, it's got, I'll bring that right up so you can see it. There are so many different colours in there.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. I love these. Then I was mixing some different combinations as well, almost to make a landscape. So you've got a flowery meadow and the sky. That's what it is in my head anyway. Debbie, no, not really. I'm just waiting because I needed to wait for the machine to heat up. There was only the one plug point down there because the light is in the other one, so we'd all be in darkness. No, you can do it straight away. Is this the one? This might be terracotta.
Yeah, it is. You get me a long one.
And this is my favourite colour of all Brusho colours. This is alizarin crimson. I absolutely adore this colour. As you can see, it's got the blue and the purple in there as well.
Oh, Julie, get on with it.
You'll get there, Julie. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Barbie pink, yeah. I'm thinking we might have to see this film because everyone's talking about it so much.
Yeah.
I think this was orange. We have collected quite a few colours.
Uh-oh, you're making your phone spend money.
As with all WOW products, they are great value for money. They really are. I think this might have been emerald green and possibly lime green. They're brilliant. I love them. There we go. So that's just a few examples. And that's literally just sprinkling and spraying and letting them do what they do best. Okay, check that. Yeah, that's fine. Bring our little machine in. This one I got from Amazon.
Jackie Chapman's just put, I love the occasional seagull.
Yeah, we have quite a few occasional seagulls. Because we're in Worthing, in West Sussex. So we're right on the coast there. Okay, actually, I might use another bit because I've got that. A bit of coffee paper. Just fold that in half, pop that in here. And for this one, I'm going to go straight in with glitter gold. I can get the pack undone. Oh, I love this foil. Lid back on there. So, just with the foilables, we're just going to pop that straight over the top. Make sure we've covered it all. I think we have. Flatten that down. Keep that nice and flat. It needs to be a hot laminator, and that's all I can. This is the first one I've ever bought. I think it was just less than £15 from Amazon. This is a box. You give it a few minutes to heat up, and then you can just go straight through and you're good to go. Let's wait for that to come through. As we said before, don't force it, or it's going to give you a nice even pressure and heat all the way across. But it definitely needs to be the hot laminator, not one of the cool ones, because they work obviously with heat. You get a little bit more resistance with the bonding powder, obviously, because it's sticky. Peel that off slowly. I've got a lovely bit there. This is how it comes out. I will tidy that up a bit as well. It's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Love it. And then I thought what we would do with our sentiments is use some scraps on them first. Find the scraps. Maybe the blue, as we've got blue in the background. Oh yeah, gosh, I must have used this with Christmas things, but it's one of the older ones. Just pop that straight across. Pop that through again. As long as you've got got them all covered with your little bits. Otherwise you can get the toner ink sticking to your paper, which isn't so good. Oh, thank you. I mean, like from the last live, I always used to use an old iron that we'd kept for crafting purposes, and it is hit and miss. It just does it. It's done in seconds. You know it's going to be good. The foilables are printed with the toner ink, which magically, and don't ask me how, actually sticks to it. Move that one down a bit. We'll use this bit of foil. Cover up there, get them covered in the fuller parts. It will stick to it for some reason when you put heat on it, and it stays. It is one of those magical things. So we're just going to wait for this to come back through. I can still use that bit of blue for something else, because they do tend to keep going. I'm not quite sure how they manage that either. Bring this back in. See how we got on. Don't know why, but I always tend to flatten them a bit. Stuck on there. I think they're all covered, but we've got those lovely little patches of blue and gold now. Let's just pop this out the way and I'll show you. Put that in my bits bag. Lots and lots of bits of foil there. Put this one away. And that's done now, so let's switch that off. Okay, so what I usually do with anything I've foiled, shiny. it's shiny in a very, I don't know, the foiling, I think it's classy. It's shiny, but it's not in your face, over the top shiny. I'm just using a small stencil brush, just going over the design, and it will pick up any bits have strayed from the design and give you that clean look. So there we go. Let's bring that up. No, I'm just going to say, Vanessa, it's a heat laminator. As far as I know, I've never bought a laminator in my life until last year, when I realised that I didn't want to be using the iron all the time, and I'm so glad I did. And I'm just going to go over the letters here. This gives you so many more options with your crafting now. Okay, give them a little buff up. That's it. Let's bring these in. They are brilliant, aren't they? Make sure you can see them. There we go. So you've got that picked up. I love this, like Julie, like Julie did with the scraps first, and then so you've got different tones. You could do it with as many colours as you liked, really.
She knows what she's doing with Julie, doesn't she?
So we're all ready with those, and we're just going to cut the mandala out. Grab my scissors. Yeah, well, no, I wouldn't have known either, but seeing that that's what Julie had done, yeah, brilliant. So I'm just going to cut around here with a small border. Apologise now if I go out of shot slightly. I'm just going to see where I'm cutting.
Got everyone hooked.
I mean, can you imagine this with your Christmas crafting? Lovely. If you didn't want to go around the little twiddly biddly bits on the ends, you could go up to the actual the solid design, but I don't see that really matters. I like all the little bits on the ends. This gold is amazing. It works so beautifully with everything. We must get some more get Marion and the team to produce some more of the glitter foils. All the way around. This isn't the most exciting thing in the world.
If I did it with scissors, that won't be like that.
There we go, nearly done. That's it. Those out the way. And then all I do when I've been cutting, turn it over. Flatten those edges down. You either do it with your nail or with a bone folder. That's it. Okay, so to make up the card, I've got my 15 by 15 card blank. I have got another piece of, this is super smooth, to match the super smooth card blank. This is 13.5 by 13.5, so you've got a nicer border, and it kind of matches the lines that we put on the design as well. So we're going to attach this to the mat. Glue, hopefully it's not bunged up. you, Lynn. Have a good day.
See you, Lynn.
I'm just going to pop this down
Oh, Lindsay Countess is just coming. Morning.
into the middle. Hello, Lindsay. Make sure that's the stalk. And then here's my copy paper just to go over the top. Make sure we're nice and flat and stuck down. There we go. And then onto the back of this, I'm going to put some cardboard. I've already cut some pieces, so it's a little bit smaller than the card itself. You can use 3D pads, of course, foam pads. That's what you're used to.
This is more environmentally friendly.
Yes, this is definitely more environmentally friendly. It's cost effective. You get the whole thing covered. It's nice and lightweight, the same as the pads really. That's stuck down. Some more glue on here. I just think it looks nice with the design lifted off of the card. It's a bit different to what I suppose ordinary matting and layering. Okay, so I just want to decide which way up we want that. I think we'll have the lighter at the top, darker at the bottom. Get this positioned. Make sure that's straight. Yeah. That down. That's it. Okay. And then I've got another bit of card to stick onto the back of the mandala. We can raise this up as well. Of course, if it's going to be going in the post, then obviously keep them all flat. These would make really nice special occasion cards. Okay, I'm going to do the little hearts at the top and the bottom. I'm going to place this in the middle. There we go. Make sure we're all straight. Yep, there we go.
Uh-oh, we've got getting Donna to use card.
Thank you, Dana. That's great. There we go. And then we've got our happy birthday, which we can place down before we actually stick. So got this actually overhanging the design because I quite like doing that. I've got some more bits of cardboard. It's very well organised this time. I've even written on the back where to stick them. I've got birthday. I've been getting a lot of lives prepped. Stick these across the back. There we go. These are a nice weight anyway, the foilables. They hold their own nicely, I think. Okay, so we'll pop this here on this corner, make sure you're in shot. Yeah. Bring it under there slightly. Do a little bit of wiggle room. Yeah, that's good. Now I'm just going to place it on the end of the letters because the first part can stick onto the mandala.
There you go, we've got another one. Pam's doing the same with the cardboard.
Excellent. I mean, come on now, own up. Who gets lots of those smiley faced boxes?
You think how much you can get out of one cardboard box? Go on forever and ever.
I mean, we've had to stop ourselves, haven't we? Because there's been boxes everywhere. Line that up with that side there.
There you go.
Brilliant.
Everybody using cardboard. Look at everybody using
The foam pad manufacturers won't be very happy with me, but
so look at everybody using cereal packets.
Yeah, pizza boxes. Great. There we go. So that's those stuck on, and now all we need to do is use our beautiful glossies to finish off, which are brilliant. I'm going to go with the gorgeous gold ones. I love these little sparkly ones.
For storage, we cut them down.
Yeah, I cut them down, cut them where the score lines are, and then cut them down into more manageable sizes. I've got a little box on my desk where I've got them.
Maxine's going.
Okay, Maxine. Thank you. Have a lovely day. One here. Dot them around in a little triangle because that always works nicely. Do the bigger ones at the bottom. Aren't these gorgeous? And down here.
Don't forget Pippa. Julie's on that night.
On Thursday.
On Thursday morning.
On a very special day.
Come on, let's face it. It's a special day when Julie's everywhere. And come on, man.
What's he like?
I'm not after
Just have some here. Got into the habit of doing these in twos at the moment. Sometimes it's been threes. Go off. One up there. Love the little ones, they're so dinky. Okay, and then I think we'll have one slap bang in the middle. Draw our attention to it. It coordinates so well with this. Okay, make sure that's stuck. And there we go. That's our finished card. Nice and shiny, and that would look equally gorgeous on a plain background as well. That's it. Let's bring these in. Today's card and the other colours. And we have our little butterflies as well. So, yep, Julie will be back on a Thursday. 9 o'clock with some new bits and pieces which are absolutely beautiful. You are going to love them. absolutely love them. We all have, and I think you'll see that when you see the samples. Everyone has loved working with the new bits. There'll be lots of things coming up after that as well, lots of lives to look forward to. So when we've had the launch on Thursday, I will post about that. I will be back next Tuesday with something extra, and then there will be the next Technique Tuesday the week after that, and we're going to carry on with the watercolour powders and see what more we can do with those. So yeah, there's quite a lot coming up in the next few weeks. Thank you all so much for joining me. Julie, yeah, I'm not surprised, Julie, because obviously the stamps are gorgeous, and bits and bobs and everything else that's coming. So there we go. I will, as usual, pop a little PDF onto the group with the materials list and a short list of instructions, if that's what you prefer. And of course you can watch this back whenever you like. And again, thank you very much for joining me. I shall see you next week, and we shall see Julie on Thursday, and it's a very special day for Julie as well. So we'll see you then. Thank you so much. Bye.